Guys, Brandon Splay here from thirstgym.com, and today we're talking about an exercise called the Deadbug hold with kettlebell reach. All right, for this exercise, you need a little bit of space and a kettlebell, and this is going to be an exercise that we use to focus on our abdominal strength and creating good rigidity in our midsection. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in our Deadbug position here. So on the ground, and just to briefly recap our Deadbug, we want to make sure that our pelvis is underneath us. We want to make sure we can feel our abdominals, our head's flat, or essentially flat from head towards our tailbone. We're going to come up in that Deadbug position here. So knees are around 90-90, hands would be overhead. This is where we're going to add our kettlebell. So we're going to take our kettlebell, we're going to take a good exhale, reach that, really get those serratus involved. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take one leg, reach out as long as we can, and then we're going to hold this position nice and strong. So I want to make sure that my knee never gets over 90 degrees of hip flexion. That means we're actually trying to flex our body in a position. We don't want that. We want that knee around 90 degrees, if not slightly less. Again, kettlebell is going to reach towards the ceiling, and then my other leg, or my leg that is down and away, is nice and straight. Quad is slightly flexed, and that's going to make me in a nice rigid position. And I'm just going to inhale, exhale, breathe, and hold. Okay, so pretty easy once you actually get into position. You should feel your abdominals quite a bit by being in this position. So the reason this exercise works fantastic is that the kettlebell, as I mentioned, is going to get our serratus involved, and when we do that, it helps kind of push our center of mass back, gets our obliques to kick on a little bit more than if we just had our arms overhead. The other thing I really like for this is if I have athletes or people that have issue going overhead, this is a good way to load the Deadbug pattern without actually getting their arms overhead and cranking them through more extension. We can find that they can manage to keep things stacked more naturally, and then the kettlebell is going to provide some resistance to make that a little bit more challenging, and then you can adjust your down leg as high or as low as you need it to increase the difficulty. With a hold like this, you have two different ways you can really kind of program it. You can program it for time. Anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds per side is kind of a nice sweet spot. Your other option is that you could perform this for breaths if you want to use this at the end of your training session or focus on creating some abdominals through your respiration process. You could do this for 3 to 5 breaths per side. And you'll find every time you take an inhale and an exhale, that contraction and that abdominal strength that you're developing is going to be a little bit stronger. You're going to feel it a little bit more. So obviously you're going to do both sides, but feel free to do this for anywhere from 2 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 seconds or 3 to 5 breaths. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.